Let's tell y'all about the most stressful 2 weeks I've ever had. Ooh, that's a bit dramatic. Let's dial that back. I'd say the most stressful 2 weeks I've had in a very long time. Like, I've been flying high for a minute. Bullshit free. I was probably due for some but also the coolest 2 weeks I've ever had. The duality of man.
Point of view, you flew to Barcelona for roller skating and sightseeing. Change of plans, going to film roller skating content for a brand in Paris. Just kidding, Murphy's Law, missed my train, all my stuff gets stolen in Spain. Get bullied onto a train to Paris, then get stranded in what looks to be a ghost town and your villain origin story. Stumble upon this dark tunnel and roll the dice. High risk, high reward. Instead of getting kidnapped, you stumble upon heaven on earth French beach town commune. You decide things could be worse, gonna make the best of this trip. Get to Paris, cop some new clothes, cop skates because you can't make roller skating content without roller skates. Bust a mission to the Eiffel Tower, film the content for the brand, and unlock your favorite memory thus far. Onward to the next part of the mission, submitting the content and roller skating to my favorite song, Vondel Park, in Vondel Park, Amsterdam. Despite having my luggage stolen, Paris has risen the ranks to become tied with Amsterdam for my favorite places in the entire world. One of the many reasons I love Amsterdam is the city is built around bikes. So instead of parking garages filled with cars, parking spots are filled with bicycles. By this point in my trip, nothing makes any sense, so breakfast is par for the course. Yes, that is cheesecake for breakfast. I had no idea up until this point. I had no desire to see what the inside of an elevator shaft looks like. I'll take things I could have gone without seeing for 300 Alex. I love how serious we are about bikes here. Even moms pushing their babies in strollers are on bicycles. The last time I was in Amsterdam, I reached full self-acceptance and found the best tea I've ever had in my entire life. My first mission I chose to accept was get some more of this amazing tea and sit in the common room where I first decided I was going to be alright and that I liked the person that I was becoming. I decided to film my Explorer meter before this next editing session. I love that the buildings in Amsterdam are so tall and skinny. They use hooks at the top of the building to pull furniture up and push it through the windows. Did I mention the bike parking spaces?
I don't remember where I put my bike.
But mostly I love the sleepiness of it. Onto the editing room floor. I submit my masterpiece and await the brand's feedback. It takes less than 24 hours for them to get their feedback to me to let me know that they in fact will not be accepting my masterpiece and all content will have to be scrapped due to the fact that I'm wearing headphones. And that, friends, is content creation. I decide to soothe myself in the best way that I know how, laughing and skating.
You look like a rescuer down under.
My ego is a little bruised, but it's okay. We're gonna jetpack into the next part of our mission. Roller skate to Vondel Park in Vondel Park. Unfortunately, it started raining, but I lived in Nashville for 3 years, so this is nothing.
My man is main character as fuck. I'm in love with him and he doesn't even know I exist.
My guy is fully living. He is living his life and his truth right now in front of the world and doesn't care. People be like, how do you find the best roller skate spots? Keep them on you. You keep them on you. That's how you find the best roller skating spots. I almost gave up. I was like, maybe skating in Vondel Park's not going to happen. It's all so tight. We might.
It's giving Mad Max, but I'm here for it. Witness me.
I just skate in the Thunderdome.
Couple shots for my future children, show them how awesome their mom was.
I just want to say thank you, Oxalo, for coming in, for helping us sister out in the pin.
This is it. This is what I came here for. I've arrived. Even though the mission failed, the sun has come out and I feel lighter than air. I feel gratitude swell in my chest and as if this moment couldn't get any more beautiful for me.
That's okay. What'd you say? He would really like to dance with you on stage. Is that okay? That's fine.
Haters will say he's a paid actor, but I feel so damn lucky to be able to stand up in light like this.
And them nights when I wake up and I don't know where I am. Oh, I know I've chosen the right life. You be in charge of the day, I'll be in charge of the night.
You can go. Yeah. My day is good. No, my whole year is good. I'm gonna dream tonight. I'm gonna dream. Believe me.
Whenever I get too far down on myself about ADHD, I remember that I am who I am today as a result of my hyperfixations. And if this is the beauty they give me access to, the only thing I can feel right now is gratitude, because for the first time in my life, I wouldn't want to be any other way. I meet a kind, beautiful Dutch man. He welcomes me to the club of people who have had something stolen from them in Barcelona. We eat delicious food, and he gives me a tour of Amsterdam that I definitely would not have been able to see otherwise. It begins to dawn on me that this might be the best week of my life so far. Even though he's just lost someone very close to him, he gives me a suitcase to replace my stolen one. And he says it's because he doesn't want my belongings to spill all over the security checkpoint like a bad movie. Thank you, kind, beautiful stranger. I realize the girl in this video creates beautiful experiences for those around her and then disappears with a stamp of her passport. And she does this not because she is whimsical and adventurous, but because the girl in these videos is afraid. She doesn't trust herself to pick good people, or that when she has good people, how to keep them. So she moves through this world overstimulated, isolated, keeping everyone at an arm's distance, always leaving before she's ever able to feel anything real. But I don't relate to you anymore, manic pixie dream girl in the video. And at one point in time she protected me, and for that I will forever be grateful. But you have to go now, because we're not afraid to be vulnerable anymore. No longer afraid to show up fully. I'm no longer afraid to fall in love. I trust myself to pick good people now, and I trust myself to treat them well. I like who I've become, and we don't have to run anymore. And so I release you, girl in the videos. I love you, thank you, and now I make room to breathe life into the woman that I am today. And so it shall be.